I am not surprised at what thugs did to journalists at Ojota in Lagos State, the End Bad Governance protest. I'm not surprised at that. The allegations that the police were there and were looking as these guys were chasing away journalists from doing their job. They chased away peaceful protesters. They attacked peaceful protesters. Well, there was no arrest. So the people had to go and inform the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State to do its job. It's unfortunate. We have agencies, we have people in power that are supposed to monitor situations and do their job. It is the people that will now come and tell the police what to do. When they see some things happening online, the police will not take action until somebody else take an action to tell the police commissioner, I was attacked. Despite the fact that it became viral, that these talks were attacking journalists, it became viral. The police could see, their media team watched. In fact, the police was on ground to protect the protesters, but yet they looked on while these trucks attacked journalists. And you say we will not be all right in this country. It has got to a point whereby something will be going wrong. The officials, the authorities will be seeing these things going wrong, but they will not do anything until the citizens tell them, you have to do your job. You have to do this, you have to do that. It has come to that point. Why would Nigerians trust the police? Why would Nigerians trust the DSS? Nigerians, when they are going on the road, when they see a policeman, a police officer, they are afraid. They are not protected. Yes. How would you find policemen with their convoy? Well guarded, well equipped to protect protesters, and just few thugs will come and chase journalists away in front of this police. If you have been to Ojota, you know that the presence of the police is primarily against the protesters, not thugs. The psychology, when you go to Ojota, the reasons why the police are there is so that the protesters will not be so effective with their protest beyond that area, not because of the thugs. Because if it were because of the thugs, they will not allow thugs harass journalists on live TV. They have to go and report to the Commissioner of Police. The Commissioner of Police did not put a statement. The news outlet had to go and report, inform the Commissioner of Police what happened to them, something that went viral. And when tomorrow, when Nigerians take action against the police, you now say people are resorting to violence. I'm talking about our Marjories in the southwest. We have our Marjories in the north. We also have our Marjories in the southeast. But let's focus on our Marjories in the southwest, because that is what is topical. That attack on journalists, that is what is topical. If there's any topical thing about the southeast, we're going to talk about it. The system is creating our Marjories in all regions. They are intentionally impoverishing the people so that they can use them for whatever they can use them for. Like I said, if you have 10 million, you can start a political party in Lagos, because there are people, there are vulnerable people, non-educated, illiterates, ignorant people that you can use money to buy, to do anything. Anything. It is easier for politicians to spray money around to empower thugs, or let me call them Southwest and Marjories, to attack peaceful protesters. And sometimes the police force can be bribed. I've been arrested one time. They tell you that bail is free, but they used money to bail me. Have been arrested. They used money to bail me. Bail is free. Who do we believe now? Police say they are working, they are going to fish out. You are going to fish out. The truth is the truth. Like I said, the truth is much more bigger than anybody, any position, any human being. The truth will stay for generations. The truth will come out better. The truth only lasts. Lies will fizzle out. You cannot stand on lies and stand. If you stand on the truth, you are going to stand. The truth is that the police know all these things. The police must have a hand in protecting these thugs. I repeat myself, during the elections, the police was standing. A thug was threatening protesters. in front of the police. And these are things that people see day by day. We have had people that have been arrested by the police. On paper, bail is free. At the police station, you must pay. A woman was talking to me that the company her husband was working, arrested them, and they took them because something got missing at the company. So they took them to the police station. For her to go and feed her husband, the woman did her to drop money to have access to her husband at the police station. There's a woman that was complaining bitterly. How would I want to go and give my husband food at the police station and they tell me to drop some money? So the corruption in the police force over the years don't want to handle that. While the politicians are creating our marginaries here and there in the Southwest, our warlord did not have this vision for the Yoruba people, the Southwesterners. Go on the street and sample opinions of young people, supposedly educated people. Go on the street and sample their opinions. You will see that these people never went to school. The schools they say they are going, that is in Lagos, the public schools, they are going just there to play. If there is an independent investigation in the public education in Lagos, you see that it is next to nothing. In Lagos State, public education in Lagos, you see that it's just a waste of time. I told somebody, my children will have to learn a skill after primary school. Maybe they go to one institute. I might even pay higher institute where they can learn a skill, not going through the public school system, the public education system in Nigeria. That is why this public system don't transform the youths. Instead, they make them meaningless. People go to university. At the end of the day, they are not useful to the society. There are so many jobs, millions of jobs in Nigeria, yet unemployment. There are no skillful people to fit into these jobs. There are jobs you can do, you can make millions. There are jobs you can create, you can make millions. It is just the right skill. But the politicians are deliberately not positioning the Nigerian youths in the right direction whereby they can empower themselves. How would a thug attack a protester that is protesting for the future of his or her unborn children and unborn children? You are attacking them from asking for good governance. Is that not ignorance? Young and old, just because of stipends you are given by politicians or whoever. And the most painful thing is that the police is there standing and looking while these people are being attacked. That means we don't have any security. There's no security. Our lives are not secured. Water, it is Nigerians that provide. Electricity, Nigerians provide. Security, Nigerians provide. What is now the essence of government, of governance in our society? What is the essence of having a governor, a commissioner of police, or policemen, or police station in our society? Like I said, I repeat again, Nigerians are afraid when they find themselves closer to policemen because they believe that even if an armed robber will rob them, they believe that a police can do what an armed robber would do to them. You can see how EFCC has been accused so many times of busting into people's properties and doing all sorts of things. Let's be careful. The monster we are creating today will in turn haunt us. The monster we are creating today will in turn haunt us. Have you heard of 1 million boys in Lagos? Have you heard of Awawa in Lagos? Have you heard of these guys? These are children that have no hope, no opportunity. Their destinies have been sold by politicians. They are getting into their millions. You heard the name, 1 million boys. To tell you how many, the numbers we're having in the Southwest, the marginaries we're having in the Southwest. Governors are just there doing audio promises, audio achievements. Whatever they are building is for the elite. Like I said, the society we have today is a class society. The rich, the poor. Whether it is Igbo, Hausa, or Yoruba, there is a segregation, a segmentation. The rich, the poor. Whatever infrastructure, whatever policy that will work in Nigeria, look at that policy very well. it will rather 70% benefit the rich, then maybe 30-20% benefit the poor. It is always about the rich. The rich send their children to best schools, best education, best curriculum, private schools. The rich send their children. And when we talk about employment in top companies, the rich connect their children to those employment. While you are there on the street, they intentionally take away your future from you, make you uneducated, make you an illiterate so that they can use you, because knowledge is power. If these guys, these Almajiris in the Southwest, have this knowledge that this fight is for a better future, we can do better than this. My children, most of them, you see that they run mad at the end of the day. After going to do a war down in the bus stop, probably our guys are the ones that build houses and get monies. But those ones that are the foot soldiers, is that they die in one fight or something, they take drugs and they run mad. That is the future that the politicians have prepared for Southwesterners. When I say Southwesterners, since we're in Nigeria, if you're in Southwest, you're born in Southwest, or you've been in Southwest for over 20 years, you have become a Southwesterners. So what is the future of, why is it that these politicians are so wicked? Look at the North. You expect that any protest in the North must turn violent because of illiteracy, ignorance, lack of education in the North. You must expect that it must turn violent. Anywhere you see more violent protests, just know that it is not because they are educated. Any protest you see, like lootings of whatever kind, it is not majorly because they are educated, it's because of lack of education, lack of enlightenment. Look at, the North started looting government, whatever, loot all they can. Look at even in Port Harcourt, whereby you see governors building flyover, building bridges, not empowering the people. You go to Port Harcourt, you have 20 million, you can hire thugs. You can start a movement with just 20 million because of ignorance, the ignorance of the people. You can play on their mindset, their mentality. You can use sentiment to move them around. But those that are educated, that are calculated, that are intelligent, that went to the 4 walls of school, real school, not some of these Nigerian schools, schools that you can think and deduce, cannot be swayed anyhow. I've advocated that some people don't need to hold the voters' card because they cannot make good decisions. The ones that are having the right thinking, the ones that are making the right decisions are few. Why foolish Nigerians are in their millions with voters' card. That's why we don't vote the right people. The people that know the right people are in their few numbers with their few voters' card, while the millions of uneducated, illiterate, illusioned, frustrated people are having voters' card. That's why politicians that are not supposed to be there can sway their mind. So we are creating an Almajiri system in Nigeria. So when you see thugs attacking protesters, it is the Almajiri that the Southwest politicians have created. They fix them at the bus stops to start making money. At the end of the day, it doesn't go round. Like I said, the national cake cannot go round for everybody. One day it will backfire. The North is just waiting to implode. The violence in the North, the way the North has kept the people in bondage, one day it will explode. It's going to explode when Nigeria gets into regionalism. And this is what Tinubu will use against the North. The North will bow. Somebody said my prediction is not correct. Let's watch. 2027. It's not 2027. Tinubu is returning as president, whether you like it or not. So far, we have endorsed criminality. We have endorsed evil. You cannot expect anything good from corruption. We have endorsed corruption. We prefer somebody rig his way into power and say, let's allow it now. He's our president. At least somebody rigged his way into power. Somebody killed voters. People were disenfranchised. People were intentionally not giving voters card in a particular region. Tinubu told you that he used his money. He doesn't have any godfather, any cabal. Can't you deduce? Because sometimes the schools we go don't allow us to think in Nigeria. When I got into university, my lecturer told me the first year, he said that we are far behind in Nigeria. We are like 40, 50 years behind in Nigeria when it comes to academics, that we should try and find a way to improve ourselves. That's what the lecturer told me in school. So we are not surprised that we have such people. Politicians will be taking people for a ride because people who said they went to school didn't actually go to school. They are just dummies. So that's what the politicians are creating. Their children, they position them strategically in different ministries. They go for they go to schools abroad. They leave the current education. They leave education in Nigeria. They position their children in schools abroad. They now bring them back to rule over you. So you're an Amalgiri. It's so unfortunate. But one day, I'm very sure this will backfire. One day, I'm very sure this monster that these politicians are creating will backfire. Look at Nyesom Wike was running. Okay, they beside his house. Look at El-Rufai. Over 70% of children in El-Rufai cannot read or write in Kaduna State. Over 70% of children in Kaduna State cannot read or write. This is El-Rufai who has said that he has improved education in the state. Audio promises. That's why most governors, when they come out and told you, we have done this, we have done that, we have done that, they will not allow you investigate what they have done. They will not allow you verify what they have done. They will put stumbling blocks so that people cannot verify what they have done. All they have done is audio. And they know that the Nigerian populace, they are largely illiterates. They are largely people that their orientation is, I don't know, I've forgotten the word I need to use. I don't think it's illiterate. They might be literate in some things. You know that Nigerians, they are mumu. They are mumu. Ignorance, yes. You know that Nigerians are ignorant. They know. They know. That is why politicians can just play with the minds of Nigerians anyhow. But whatever happens, some of us will be alive to tell our children, this is what is happening. To tell other people, open the eyes of other people. The police is in bed with corruption from what we have seen. For instance now, the attack in Ojota, look at what I deduce from that. The thugs will attack the protesters. The police will look and do as if nothing happened. But when the protesters retaliate, the police will now swoop in to arrest the protester. It happened in the northeast. In the north, the Boko Haram will come and attack. The people that are being attacked, that are being killed every day, will equip themselves with AK-47, reprisal attacks. The army will come and arrest the people, arrest them, take away the AK-47, leave them defenseless. They will not be able to repel this Boko Haram, and yet the Boko Haram will come again and kill them. That is the reality we have in Nigerians. They know what is happening. We all know. We all experience it every day. Just that when you come out and say one or two things, they come out and pick you. They will see thugs attacking people. They will not come and pick the thugs. They will wait for some people just cry out, make noise, so that it will not be as if it's shameful. They will not come and start doing eye service. We investigate, we will do this, we will do that. While they are attacking people, lives are lost. They will repeat it again, and you will not be able to fish. You know the genesis. You know that these people are in bed with the government. Why would an M. Solomon not threaten voters during the election, and the police will say he's joking? That joke led to the death of some people, and we open our eyes and we are looking. And the next minute, the PPRO or whoever, the police will now come and address Nigerians. Let's work together. Who is working together? You have killed people. You have disenfranchised people. You have destroyed people's lives. with your hypocrisy, with your wickedness, and you expect us to work together. We don't work together with wicked people, the people that don't have the interest of Nigerians at heart. We don't work together with them. Keep on creating emergencies. The North cannot control their crowd during the protest. They say they are going to continue the protest to the end. Keep on killing. The monster you are creating today is going to come tomorrow and hunt you and attack you without mercy. Without mercy. Let's continue doing what we're doing. Continue. If you are in the Southwest and you're a Yoruba man, don't be wise. Continue be feeding on bigotry and tribalism and religion, and just set yourself backward and your generation. Who cares about you? Who cares? Some people say, I prefer to die than for an Igbo to become president. Even though it's a Yoruba and he cannot do anything, let Yoruba be there. Even though Yoruba kill me and my children, I prefer to die. Look at the mentality of aliens. Aliens. You are first a human being before Yoruba. You are first a human being. Nobody recognizes whether you're Yoruba over there. If you die, nobody recognizes if you're Yoruba or not. It's your humanity. How did you use your tribe, your identity, to enhance your humanity, to furnish your humanity? How did you use it? That's the question you're asking. You cannot, because you are Yoruba, you support bad. You cannot, because bad is bad, whether Yoruba or not. Hunger is hunger. An Igbo man is hungry, a Yoruba man is hungry. So you can't say because you are Yoruba, you cannot be hungry. No. Evil is evil. You can't say because of you are Yoruba, you are supporting evil. Let's protect the Southwest. Let's protect our leaders. Evil people, corrupt people, with their Yoruba now. You cannot be Yoruba and support evil. You cannot be Igbo and support evil. You cannot be Hausa and support evil. You are just making a jest of yourself. May God help Nigerians, and may God open their eyes so that they can see the extent of bondage they have been put by their leaders.